Now we are going to discuss some important remarks which are related with the number of elements. Number of elements are given. See, A and B are the two sets, and n of A is given as P, means in this set P elements are there. N of B is Q, in this set Q elements are there. Not Q is the number present, number of elements. And n of A intersection means there are R element present over here. What is this suggesting? In the whole it is P element. Over here it is R, so definitely here it is P minus R element must be present. In the whole B set, how many elements are given in the question? B. So this portion will have Q minus R element because R element is come. Therefore, suppose I want to read how many number of elements are there in A union B, so I should write P minus R plus R. This I have taken, this I have taken, plus Q minus R. So if you simplify this, you will get P minus Q minus R. What is P means? Number of A. What is Q means? Number of B minus number of A intersection B. So this is one of the important remark. A union B, n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. So you should keep in mind this is nothing but that. Now if you look at this one, what is n of A minus B? Suppose I am asking you. So looking at this figure, you will be saying P minus R. What does it means P? P is nothing but n of A. And what is R means? N of A intersection B. So you can get such type of the remarks by looking at this figure. But always remember, if there are three sets, then the remark is slightly different. Suppose there are three sets and union is asked, then it will be n of A plus n of B plus n of C minus n of A intersection B minus n of A B intersection C minus n of C intersection A plus n of A intersection B intersection C. So there are similar kind of the remarks which you are supposed to know while learning this particular topic. Pause the video and note down all these remarks in your notebook. Just now you have seen many remarks. So there are two approaches to attempt the question. Remember all remarks and solve. I am going to explain both the approach. There is another approach, Venn diagram. The Venn diagram is a better approach to answer the question. Let us look at this question. If A and B are the two sets, such that n of A is nothing but 17, n of B is nothing but 23, and n of A union B is nothing but 38. This is given to you. And the demand of the question is, what is n of A intersection B? Another question, what is A minus B? What is n of B minus A, and so on. So this problem, if you wish to solve, then n of A, B and union you can put in this formula and get the intersection. Okay. Yes. Suppose n of A minus B is asked, then put n of A minus n of A intersection B, and then where from A intersection B you will get? A intersection B you will get from the first problem, and you can easily answer the question. So by knowing this property you can solve. Now another approach and different approach I am sharing how this can be done with Venn diagrams. Let us see how to solve this question by using Venn diagram. How many sets are there? A and B. So A set I am going to draw over here, B set. A is to this place, B is n of A. This will have 17 elements. I am writing outside. This will have how many? 23 elements. And A union B means entire set will be having nothing but 30. So there will be few elements which will be present over here. Just as let us suppose that small x. So this portion will be 17 minus x. This portion will be nothing but 23 minus x. Suppose you are asking me what is n of A union B, then it will be nothing but 17 minus x plus 23 minus x. But A union B is given in the question. It is say 38. Now if you simplify this, you will get the value of x. See, x and x will get cancelled. This is nothing but 40 minus x is equal to 38. The value of x is nothing but 2. So the answer in the first case which you are getting over here, what was the demand of the question? Demand of the question is to find out what is intersection. So n of A intersection B is nothing but 2. Now if any question is asked, say what is n of A minus B, you know that A minus B means this portion. A minus B is nothing but this portion. So what is written there? It will be written 17 minus x. So it will be 17 minus 2 is nothing but 15. What is B minus A if it is asked? Then 23 minus x. Look at this is, then it will be 23 minus 2 is nothing but 21. So any kind of the question you can answer using Venn diagram. So Venn diagram is a better approach, and you can solve by using the formulas which I have shown to you also. Two approaches. Let us see a problem where three concepts are there, three sets are there. Now note down this question number 22 in your notebook, and then I am going to discuss the problem associated with it, how to answer such type of question by using Venn diagram. Now I am reading the same question and noting down the thing. In a survey of 25 students, so the first information is given survey, that is of 25 students. Next one, it has found that 15 students have taken mathematics. So number of students have taken maths is say 15. Number of students who have taken physics is nothing but 12. Number of students who have taken chemistry is nothing but 11. Apart from that, what else is given? 5 had taken maths and chemistry. Maths and chemistry, and 5, this is the number. 9 students have taken maths and physics. 9 student has taken maths and therefore intersection I am writing. 4 students have taken physics, chemistry, physics and chemistry have taken 4, and 3 students have taken all the 3 subjects. That means number of M intersection P intersection C will be equal to 3. Then there are many questions are asked. We will be answering questions one by one, but always word problem to be converted into, this is the word problem as converted into the numbers. Now I am going to draw the figure. Look here, this is nothing but maths. Over here this is nothing but physics. This is nothing but chemistry. This is nothing but chemistry. Now try to fill up this one. What is this means? It is nothing but the 3 is the number which is present in all. If you look at this, 3 is the number which is present in all. It is in physics, chemistry and all. So I am going to make this circular barcode. What does it means? I am just cutting this number. P intersection C is 4. P and C, their intersection is this portion. It is 4, but 3 we have already written, so 1 will come. Connecting this, 3 was already written, 1. Now maths and chemistry is 9. This is maths, this is chemistry. In this section I should write 9, but 3 is already there, therefore 6. Now maths and chemistry is 5. Just wait, just let me confirm where physics is there and where chemistry is there. Actually this is maths and physics is 9, so 6 maths and physics here it will be, and maths and chemistry means this portion. Over here 5 should come, so I should write here it is 2. Over here it is. Now let us look at the math circle. Math circle, how many students are there? This 6. Math circle only, don't look. 6 plus 3, 9, 10, 11. But number of mass is given 15. 11 is over means 4 will come. Now C is the physics. 6 plus 3, 9 plus 1, 10. In the physics, the problem is 12 is given, so it will be 2. Now chemistry. 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6. 11 is there, so I should write here it is 5. Once this everything is ready, I just sum up this. What is that? 2 plus 6 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 5. That means all things. 6 plus 4, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 plus. So if I am adding, I am getting 23. But the survey of 25 students has done. What is its meaning? There is a universal set and few students are outside. Few students are outside. How many students are outside? 2. Why I have written 2? Because survey has been conducted for 25 and out of that 23 is nothing but in this section, so 2 must be outside. So first one, keep Venn diagram ready. Now we'll start answering the question one by one. The first question in the list was only chemistry. Now, only chemistry means this is the portion where only chemistry is there. Only chemistry, there are 5 students. So no need of recalling any formula such and all 5. Second question is only mass. Can you tell me only mass? Only mass will be nothing but 4. But if someone is asking how many students are there in mathematics, then mathematics will be nothing but the what it is given in the problem, it will be nothing but 15. Okay. Now, question may ask in a different way. The question can ask what is physics? Only physics or only physics. How many are only physics? It will be 2. Physics and chemistry but not math. Physics and chemistry but not maths. What do you think about which portion will be there? Physics and chemistry but not. They should take physics and chemistry but not maths. So this is the portion. So what is coming? 2 plus 1 plus 5. What do you get then? What do you get? Physics and chemistry but not maths. This is the portion. Physics and chemistry but not maths. So the number of elements over here it is 1. Physics and chemistry is taken. Look here, physics and chemistry के section में but not maths. Is it okay? So this is a way of identifying the question. Math, physics but not chemistry. Tell me, math, physics but not chemistry. Look at the figure. Math, physics but not chemistry. Math, physics but not chemistry. There will be 6. Question may ask something different. None of the subjects. That will 2 students have taken none of the subjects. So question may ask at least one subject. At least one means they have taken 1 subject, 2 subjects, 3 subjects. That means will be nothing but 23. Sometimes question will ask exactly one subject. What is the meaning of exactly one subject? The student have taken this is 2 students have taken only physics. This is the sum total of 2 plus 5 plus 4. This 2 plus 5 plus 4. 11. Now question may ask exactly 2. So exactly 2 subjects. 2 subjects means which portion will be there? This is the portion where 2 subjects. 6 plus 2 plus 1 is nothing but 9. So there are many possible questions you can answer if the Venn diagram is ready. So better approach will be Venn diagram, but you should know the approach of solving the question by both the way. So more or less this is nothing but concluding part of set 3. Set 3 you will be getting what we have seen from the definition, then types of the sets we have learned. Apart from the types of the sets we have learned what is union, intersection, their definition. Then we have move on, talk about properties. And then there are few remarks related with the number of them and so on. So with this we are concluding this topic. If you watch this entire all videos and then you can try for the any NCERT sum or anything from any reference book, you will understand all those concepts. Okay.